Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is TK with StarCraftTournament.com bringing you another cast from StarCraft Tournament number 12 held on February 12th of 2011. Today we have a game between sKoCuongP, the yellow Protoss player, and KillerBunny, the green Protoss, spawning on the top right position. The map, of course, is Xel'Naga Caverns. These two players are very good. KillerBunny is a master Protoss, as well as sKoCuongP. SKO hasn't played in any of our tournaments previously, but decided to join this one with his clanmate SKO Hunters. Of course, KillerBunny, you know him from our other tournaments. He has played in a lot of our tournaments. The map, of course, is Xel'Naga Caverns, as I said. Protoss versus Protoss is a very interesting matchup in this map because you rarely see them expanding against each other. It's very hard to take your expansion, especially against Protoss on this map, because first of all, there are a lot of openings into the main or into the natural. And then if you do a few proxy pylons, one right there, maybe one at the watchtower, then it's very easy to harass the natural expansion. So defending your natural very hard on this map. So we tend to see a lot of one base pushing, a lot of timing, cheesy plays in Protoss versus Protoss matchup. The probe from sKoCuong did arrive at KillerBunny's base. This is a one-on-one map, so you can go straight to the enemy base. That's another reason why you see a lot of cheesy plays, is because you know exactly where the other opponent is, and you can set up a few things like this pylon right here by KillerBunny. You can just go down, place a pylon, and then pretend you're scouting. And it's very easy to do that with Protoss because of their warp gate technology, and because probes can just lay down a building and walk away. So taking a look at the production tab, we do see cybernetics core on the way. This tells me that sKoCuongP is probably going to do a 4-gate timing push. 4-gate timing push, very effective on this map, especially if you get proxy pylon somewhere near the opponent's base and you just warp in reinforcements and just keep laying siege. You just get one gas, and then you get about 20 workers, I believe, and then you just go straight in. It's a very aggressive, very early timing push, but we already see a zealot on the field for KillerBunny and another zealot in production right now, and this pylon is being used to build another gateway. Let's take a look at his base. He has no gas. No gas means that he's not going to go for warp gate research. Instead, he's just focusing his mining solely on the minerals, and he's just going to keep chrono boosting out a couple zealots. My computer is dying right now. I apologize for that. It should clear up momentarily. The other zealot for KillerBunny is here, and the first zealot is damaged very badly, trying to take out this stalker, but is going to die right then. This second zealot is trying to chase sKoCuong's first zealot, manages to kill him off, but he will die to the stalker. The stalker, of course, is faster than the zealot, so he can kite him a little bit. All he has to do is micromanage. If he gets another stalker out, this could be a very good hold against KillerBunny. Of course, he doesn't know that all KillerBunny is doing is chrono boosting out a couple of zealots. He should know this by now by the amount of zealots that are in his base. He should be trying to get out a sentry so he can force field the ramp, but of course, he is waiting for his warp gate research to finish up. As soon as this is done, he is going to turn this into a warp gate. That stalker did die, and now the two zealots are going to be able to pick off a lot of probes. So Kuang is forced to pull his probes off the line. Another zealot being rushing into Kuang's base, and now the warp gate research is done. Desperately trying to get a few units onto the field. He can get 3 more zealots onto the field to deal with KillerBunny's 4 zealots. He has to use his probes efficiently to hold off this attack. If he can have the probes take some damage or just deal some damage, he might be able to hold this off. But another zealot is in Kuang's base. KillerBunny is relentless with his zealots. Of course, if this fails, then it's going to be game over. Trying to focus down this pylon. If he does, these 3 warp gates were unpowered. So this is going to be devastating for Kuang. I don't think he can come back for this. He only has one warp gate up and running, using his probes, pulling them off the line, trying to deal with the zealots. But of course, zealots are very beefy, and he's forced to call the GG. Even throws in nice cheese at the end. Of course, this was a cheese play Very cheesy play, but very effective as well, as he was able to get in here before the warp gate research finished and cause a lot of trouble. So good timing push by KillerBunny to get in here before the forward warp gates were finished. If the warp gate just did finish, then it would have been a completely different story. Alright, well, if you guys like this game, subscribe, thumbs it up, leave a comment down below, let me know. And that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.